Hey guys, welcome back to The Real Southern Garden. I'm Sarah, and today we're going to do a little look at how the gardens and the property is looking with all the fall foliage in the background. This time of year is just a beautiful time of year full of so many golds and reds, and I can't wait to show them all to you. I've done a couple of videos like this. They're a little bit more storytelling, a little bit more cinematic. I'll link the other ones I've done in the description. I do them every season and just share with you what we see out our windows. So every morning starts with coffee, and since the time change, I've been having a little bit more coffee than usual. You guys probably feel the same. I always see the cardinal first thing in the morning. This little angel right here has been taking the time change pretty hard, and she's been waking up quite a bit during the night, so mama needs even more coffee. But the cardinals are always my first little friends that I see at the bird feeder. There's the mama cardinal down there at the bottom, probably looking for some seeds that fell down. And then check out this view out our front window. Look at how the light just shines on all of those trees and everything turns to gold. It is heavenly. And this little chipmunk friend, he's always out here in the morning too, probably looking for some nuts. We're gonna grab a little bit more coffee and then come with me. Let's head out to the front porch. Let me show you what it looks like when I open up my front door right now. So I'm going to show you how the fall foliage is looking in the early morning and in the evening when the sun is going down, because it looks completely different when it's backlit. So stay tuned to the end of the video. You'll get to see it as the sun is setting, and the difference is really spectacular. Also, I want to point out this little tree that is front and center here. I'm going to pan back over to her in a second. And she is a little peach tree that we were going to take out this year and put something else there. But look at her. Isn't she just glowing? Just so bright. And then on this morning, I've got to do a little bit of unloading the pickup truck. I bought 3 new of those early autumn camellias to add to my wild garden. So getting those out real quick. And I'll tell you too, since my husband got that new auger, I'm like, well, let's buy all the shrubs and trees, right? I mean, we need to. He's gonna love it. More things to plant. And then let's head back to the rose garden and let's look at the forest that is behind it and how all of the colors are showing up. There's a dogwood on the right that's red. I forget what this other little tree is that's right here with all the beautiful red leaves. Every year we talk about removing that tree and putting a Japanese maple in there because I forgot the variety of that tree, but it does get really large. So I know that it can't be there forever. We might be able to lop the top off and keep it smaller, but I sure love the fall foliage on that tree. So I can't get rid of her. And look at the very tippy top. I believe this is an oak up there with that gold on it. And I will show you this back garden in the evening as well. So stay tuned to the end of the video to see it in the evening because they look dramatically different as the light changes. And then back here, I have moved some roses around and planted 2 more right here that used to be on the back strip. And I'm actually gonna put in some more blush noisettes in the back strip because they do better in that kind of lighting. Here is a little lizard friend that we had to say hello to, taking a little sun bath here on this rock. And I also moved another rose to that far corner that used to be on the back strip. So the rose garden is kind of done blooming, I would say. We're gonna get a hard freeze here in just a few days, all the way down to 25. This is Sunbelt, not Sunbelt Savannah, but Sunbelt South Africa right there on the right. And then I have Sunbelt Plum Perfect recently moved up here to this garden bed. And I do think that they are gonna do a lot better in this location. And then there is my brand new quickfire hydrangea right there, dead center in the back of the rose garden. She's gonna get really tall, 6 to 8 feet tall and wide. And I will have to keep her pruned a little bit because she's gonna back up to that large camellia. All right, so let's head down and swing around where the barn is. And let me take you over to the terrace garden up in the front yard. That's where I have some camellias that are blooming. I have the white dove that's doing really well right now. and some of the Yuletides have started to bloom. So I want to show you how those are looking. So this is White Dove, and she's going to get quite a bit bigger than she is right now, but she's looking really healthy this year. And I've got Yuletide over on the left side. And then I also have a repeat of White Dove on the terrace below. These terraces were part of our project for this year to repair, but we didn't get to it with the tariffs, and everything has just been a little crazy. So we held off on doing that project this year, but we definitely will be doing it soon. And then let's head up to the front garden. All of these hydrangeas have all turned brown. They're about to have no leaves left. They're all gonna fall off, I would say, when we get this freeze in a couple days. But look at this beautiful camellia right here. This is early autumn. She is gorgeous. I just bought 3 more of her that I'm gonna plant in the ground. She blooms for so long for me, from October all the way to Easter, even when Easter is late. So pretty much to mid-April. Just an outstanding plant. So if you're zone 7 through 9, check her. I think she's actually 7 through 10. Check her out. This is October Magic. She is still waiting to bloom, but hasn't yet. That is a nice little camellia that stays more compact and gets about 2 to 3 feet tall, spreads a little bit. And then Debutante's not blooming yet, but she will be soon. Let's head on down the pathway. These impatiens are still here in the ground, but they're gonna be pulled very, very soon. I've got a Yuletide back there that's got a couple blooms on her. She's just starting. But the real standout here is this azalea. This is a rebloom azalea that can take almost full shade. So this one probably gets about 2 hours of light, and she is just doing so well in this location. And then I'm thinking about putting in a dwarf red dragon in that corner right there, Japanese maple. So right there in that corner, I think it'll look really nice. It'll only get 3 to 4 feet tall. And I'm trying to decide if I should get her. My birthday is coming up. I think I'd like to add that into this garden. I'm pretty excited about it. So anyway, stay tuned. We'll see if I do add her. And then back here in the back, I've got some little cherry tomatoes. I think these are the Sun Gold variety that are still producing and doing so well. I've got another dogwood that's got some nice color on it in the back. And the yellow tree that you're seeing is the black walnut tree, and it's got really beautiful colors on it. And then we've been doing lots of work up here at the big vegetable garden. You can see that my gold cosmos are still pumping out blooms in the corner. That is one of my breakout plants of the year. It was a seed that was actually mistakenly sent to me. And by the way, we just saw the Vigo garden bed with the lettuce. We just passed by that. But this plant right here, if you have a large area to cover and you don't mind putting in a plant that's really just gonna need a little bit of space and use all the space, this Cosmo is absolutely incredible, and it grows in clay soil. What more is there to need from a plant? You know, it's amazing. So we've taken down all the deer netting back here, pulled up all the sweet potatoes, all the watermelon. They're not all in the house yet, but they're all cut, and everything is out of the garden except for the Vigo garden bed that has that greenhouse cover where I'm growing some lettuce. And then up here on top of this little wall, this is a pretty good vantage point. You can kind of see my display garden area where I have a lot of the mums still, and the yellow mums are still looking really, really good. And the ornamental cherry tree that's right in front of it has some nice fall color too. And then back here in this little display area in this garden bed, I did plant 3 new hydrangeas. So there's an Incredible in the middle. Way back there where I'm pointing is another Nantucket blue hydrangea. And then on the far left, we did an Endless Summer. So we've got 3 new hydrangeas that should grow up and kind of cover the utilities back there. And then I have a plan to continue this bed on to cover the utilities even more, but we can't do a lot of digging right there. So anyway, you'll see that as it comes together in the future. And then we have a couple little bird friends up here. They're pretty tame. I'm outside and not very far away from them. They just know me as the lady that feeds them, and they don't really care. So the chickadees eat a lot of the little worms that I leave for the bluebirds. And I didn't see the bluebirds for a while. I think they had created like a large flock and had gone somewhere, but recently they are visiting the feeder again and they are back. So we're excited to see them. Okay, and now through the magic of video and time travel, we're gonna speed along to the end of the day so I can show you what all the beautiful fall colors look like at this time of the day when the sun is behind the forest. So check it out. This is the rose garden. Look how it highlights different trees, and everything just takes on a whole different hue this time of day. The back of the garden towards the back forest, all the yellow and the gold just really shows up back here as the sun sets. So I'm going to take you back there for a little peaceful walk. Now back here at the back, we have a couple more outbuildings. This one on the right, we want to redo and turn it into like a potting shed that we can use, but project is on hold for right now, but one day. And then look at this, all these different vines on these trees. I know that it can be bad for the trees to keep the vines on it, but literally we have so many. There are so many trees with vines with the English ivy, I believe it is. There's only so much you can do. So there they are. Also, the poison ivy that grows on some of these trees turns a really beautiful shade of red. So there is that. We have a forest back here that's about 4 acres. We could never eradicate poison ivy. We don't even try. We just are cognizant that it's in certain spots on our property and we do the best we can. And then let's head back the other way, and I'm going to show you the rose garden from the upper level so you can see the light and how it filters down by the barn this time of the day. I think it's a pretty neat look. So from up here, you can see the barn. You can see where my dog's little, I call it the dog corral. That's our little dog yard. The boxwoods are really starting to show up. And then of course the rose garden and all the beautiful colors from all the trees as the sun sets behind them. And then here is the front yard with the backlighting. So as the sun is setting, it looks totally different, like I said, with all of those trees being lit up from behind. the day is really getting late and that sun is starting to sink really low. So we usually get the dogs out, make sure the chickens have all the feed and water that they need for the next day, and let the kids play a little bit as we say goodbye to another great day here at the Real Southern Garden. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. If you liked what you saw today, we would love for you to subscribe to our channel. Give us a thumbs up, leave me a comment. I always love talking to you guys in the comments, and I'll see you back here next time in the next video right here at the Real Southern Garden. Bye guys.